Ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly accumulate wealth while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? Well, it's all about financial literacy. The ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing, is what sets the wealthy apart from the rest. Now, if you're wondering where one could learn these skills, look no further than the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This personal finance classic isn't just a book, it's a roadmap to financial independence and wealth creation. It doesn't just teach you to save. Instead, it opens your eyes to the possibilities of investing, owning businesses, and leveraging real estate. It even explores finance protection tactics that help preserve and grow your wealth. So, with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you're not just earning money, you're learning to make your money work for you. So, are you ready to dive into the key lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Here's a thought. The rich don't work for money. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But that's the first lesson we learned from the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's not about the grind, the 9-to-5 slog that most of us are all too familiar with. No, the rich have a different approach. They make money work for them. Let's consider an example. Meet John. John doesn't clock in and out of work every day. Instead, he's put his money into stocks and real estate. While you and I are slogging away at our desks, John's investments are growing, earning him a steady stream of passive income. He's not trading his time for money. Instead, his money is out there, working, multiplying, and effectively earning him more money. This isn't about being lazy or shirking hard work. It's about being smart with your resources. It's about understanding that your money can be an employee, tirelessly working for you 24/7, if you just know how to direct it. It's about recognizing the power of investments and passive income in creating wealth. So, when we say the rich don't work for money, it's not that they're sitting around doing nothing. They're strategizing, planning, and making informed decisions that allow their money to grow. So the key takeaway here is, don't just work for money, make money work for you. Do you think our school system adequately prepares us for the real world of finance? Think again. We often graduate with a wealth of knowledge about Pythagoras' theorem, photosynthesis, and the fall of the Roman Empire. But when it comes to managing our personal finances, many of us are left in the dark. This is where the second lesson from the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, comes into play. The importance of financial education. But what do we mean by financial education? It's not just about learning to balance a checkbook or understanding the difference between a debit and a credit card. It's about comprehending the fundamental principles of how money works, and more importantly, how to make it work for you. It's about knowing the difference between assets and liabilities, understanding the power of investments, and the magic of compound interest. It's about learning to navigate the financial seas so you're not just floating adrift, but steering your own ship towards the shores of financial independence. It's about recognizing opportunities where others see obstacles, about taking calculated risks, and having the courage to step out of your comfort zone. It's about fostering a mindset that seeks wealth, not just for the sake of having money, but for the freedom and opportunities it brings. In the real world, where money makes the world go round, financial education is your compass. It's the tool that equips you to not just survive, but thrive. Remember, financial education isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Ever heard the saying, mind your own business? Well, it means more than you might think in the world of finance. It's not about turning a blind eye to the world around you, but rather, it's about taking the reins of your own financial journey. It's about understanding that your financial well-being is your responsibility, not someone else's. Let's take an example. Imagine Alex, a software engineer with a well-paying job. Alex has always dreamed of starting his own business. One day he decides to put his savings to work and launches a tech startup. That's Alex minding his own business. He's not just earning a paycheck, he's building something of his own. He's creating a source of income that could potentially outlast his regular job. But it's not just about starting a business, it's about investing in your future. It's about understanding the power of assets and how they can work for you. It's about knowing the difference between liabilities and assets, and making sure you're accumulating more of the latter. Think about it. When you invest in an asset, like a rental property or stocks, you're effectively becoming the owner of a small business. You're minding your own business in the most literal sense. So don't just mind your business, take control of it. Your financial future depends on it. What's the difference between an asset and a liability? Your financial future might hinge on the answer. In the game of wealth building, the players are assets and liabilities. But what are they exactly? Well, think of an asset as your loyal soldier fighting on your side, putting money into your pocket. On the other hand, a liability is like a traitor in your ranks, sneakily taking money out of your pocket. Let's illustrate this with an example. Imagine you've just bought a shiny new car. It's beautiful, isn't it? But it's also a classic example of a liability. Why? Because from the moment you drive it off the lot, it starts to depreciate, requiring constant maintenance, insurance, and fuel. It's continuously draining money from your pocket without adding any financial value. Now let's consider an asset like investing in stocks. When you buy shares in a successful company, you're essentially buying a piece of that company's future profits. As the company grows and profits, so does your investment. It's like having a money tree in your backyard, growing and yielding fruit season after season. The key lesson here is simple but profound. The rich focus on acquiring assets, not liabilities. They understand that the road to wealth is paved with assets that generate income, not liabilities that suck it dry. So focus on acquiring assets, not liabilities. It's the secret to building wealth and achieving financial freedom.